Hello, everybody. Let's try this again. I got disconnected here. Welcome to episode of Psycho's Platters 111. 111, that's right. Hope everybody has had themselves a great week of crate digging in life in general. I want to say thank you to everybody that watches this show on the weekly basis that I try to do it at. I know I was gone last week, had lots of busy stuff going. Would you do me a favor, please, anybody that's watching out there? Would you help assist with me in prayer in regards to my father? He is not doing very well right now. Several medical problems have come up all at once, and I'm praying. I don't know any more information than that, but please help pray with me for his recovery. He's a good man. I'm not ready to see him go yet. I wish it was sponsored by Waffle House. All right, guys. This one here is going to be another 45 show. Some of this stuff I discovered in one of the boxes from Illinois that I had in my collection for a while, mixed with some ones that I found at a Goodwill a couple days ago, and literally the last bunch of 45s were found 2 hours ago. So we're having everything all over the place. Let's start this out here. Noble Thin Man Watts and his rhythm sparks. Hard Times, The Slop on Baton Records out of New York. Baton, Baton, whichever. Tell Him No on Sandy, Travis and Bob. This is not an original press. This is a second press because it actually has distributed by Dot Records. So that's why. Here is, let's see, let's go into a couple of these. On Door, Billy Joel and the Checkmates Percolator. These next couple are pretty cool, I thought. This, honestly, is my first White Atlantic promo 45. You Are My Sweethearts from the Bobettes from 1959. If you don't know who the Bobettes are, Mr. Lee, that's the song I remember from them. I think there's something else, though, but it's not coming to mind. But this is really cool to find a white label Atlantic promo. These boxes have been sitting up in Illinois for many years. I don't even remember where I got them, which leads to this next one, which is not in the book, and you think it would, considering it's on chess. This one here, Kansas City, from Rocky Olson, backed with Jet Tone Boogie from the Jet Tones. Now, the only piece of clue that I have on this is this chess is from 1959, and it's supposed to be a rockabilly piece. Didn't know chess even attempted to do rockabilly, so I can't wait to actually hear what Rocky Olson was the leader of the Jet Tones. So Jet Tones being the instrumental side. Get it? Good, good. So, like I said, a chess that I didn't even know about. This one here, from 68 or 69, I'm sorry, as the years go by, by Masha McCann. Masha McCann was a Canadian band that had, if I remember correctly, 2 members of the future April Wine in it. All right. Oh, man. Okay, if you've seen the April Wine videos where the drummer's bald, okay, that guy, he's in this band, along with one of the other ones. I know, much description, right? I'm sorry, guys, my head's not where it's at. This is the second time that I've come across a copy of Paul Revere and the Raiders, SS 396, backed with Corvair Baby, of course, complimentary copy. I won't ever get rid of these. I'll always buy them if I find them. All right. So then I ended up, like I said, I went to Goodwill a couple days ago, came across, and I think this is an original pressing on this. I'm not sure, of Edwin Hawkins Singer's "Oh Happy Day" on Pavilion. I just today saw a different label variation. It had artwork, but this one didn't. It went off and it just simply says, formerly the Northern California State Youth Choir, and it does say distributed by Buddha, but it's not on a Buddha label. It's Pavilion. So I don't know. This one here, a nice, it's even DJ stamp, March 24th, 1977. All the Kids on the Street from the Hollywood Stars on Arista. I think we've talked about the Hollywood Stars a few episodes ago. If this is what I'm thinking, this is the band that had Kim Fowley involvement. I'm not sure if I'm right on this, but like I said, white label promo on Arista. Couldn't pass that up. Another pair of mystery records. Couldn't find them in the books, but they sure did sound kind of cool. On Challenge, Swamp Water and the Growl is your A and B sides. Alan Pierce and the Tone Kings. Yeah, Alan Pierce and the Tone Kings. Never heard of it. I haven't even listened to these yet. This next one, though, it really needs to be cleaned up major, but it's on Class Records. Googie Renee and his band, Shine on Harvest Moon and Swinging Summer Love. This is a 1958 press. I know that much on it. I'm led to believe that, let's see, he got his start on Modern Records and RPM Records. He was involved in those labels. Ends up coming to towards the end of this bit, and I think he even cut an album for Class as well shortly after this. So this could be interesting. I mean, I really don't know. And then today, I'll give you a little story, okay? This is where it's nice to have friends, and it's nice to know people, and the good old phrase, you always ask, comes into play here. Ronnie Commander Mike, I know you're laughing at this, even Kathy too, Kathy Emmer, yeah, you're going to be all laughing at this. I'm over at how do I want to say this, a chain retail establishment, and this old guy comes in. I mean, he really is. He's at least in his 60s, minimum. And he goes and talks to my buddy who works behind the counter. And he goes off and he says, you know, I have some records, because this place buys records. So, me being nosy, like I always am, I went with my buddy outside. This guy had we're going to say, a minivan-sized car. The whole minivan was choco full of albums and 45s. I'm going, holy crap. And even some of the mid-seats had records. And I'm going, oh, phenomenal. So, needless to say, I simply asked the guy, can I look through all this stuff? And he had a lot. And it took, you know, it's Labor Day, the sun's hot, it's almost 90. It took about 90 minutes almost to get through all of it really quickly, okay? So I go off, and while I'm looking through all this stuff, because it turned out the chain store didn't want any of it. So I'm like, yay, first bit for me to look at. Get on the phone, I said to the people, I said, hey, I think I know somebody else that might be interested along with this. So who did I call? Yeah, that's right. I called Dougie Fresh. I called Doug Fields is what I did, my buddy down here. And I said, hey, meet me in the parking lot of blah, blah, blah. We've got 500-600 albums and a bunch of 45s. He's like, be over. So therefore, he does the same thing too. So I ended up finding, you know what, a lot of albums, a lot of different genres. I ended up picking up a pair of Barbara Fairchild's 70s country albums. I'll explain in the next episode why those particular albums I picked up. But these are the 45s that I snagged, and I don't think these were too bad. I honestly cannot remember. Doug told me that this is a first press of Beg, Borrow, and Steal from the Ohio Express, which Beg, Borrow, and Steal was really who? Who said Rare Breed out there? You get a gold star. The Rare Breed actually did Beg, Borrow, and Steal. So, you know, I'm glad to have this. I think I have a second press. The second press was a green label, not an orange. This one being from, it's either late 1966, early 1967. I'm going to tell you this. I have not found a 45 from these guys in a very long time. The condition on this sucker, really nice. On Autumn Records, Beau Brummel's You Tell Me Why and I Want You. Nice. This is literally my first Brummel's 45, okay? I have found Laugh Laugh and a couple other ones, all beat to holy hell. I found some early nice condition. I mean, these are beautiful condition Elvis. Early 70s. Fool. I've always liked Fool. That one always seems to sound really good. And Steamroller Blues. And another one, If You Talk in Your Sleep and Help Me. He had a bunch of other Elvises, but they appeared to be reissues and stuff like that. Here, I picked this up. This is an Everly Brothers. This Little Girl of Mine. Ray Charles cover that the Everlys did. That's why I grabbed this. And should we tell them on the flip side? I'm so used to seeing Bye Bye Love, All I Want to Do Is Dream, Bird Dog. I've never seen this one. I had to snag it. I had to. And then lastly, I don't know about this one, but I got Tommy Collins on Capitol. And it just, to me, it just looked a little interesting. So we'll have to see about that too. But remember, kids, that's what happens when you ask. Now, here's a couple little things I wanted to throw at you too. I found some tour books. This one I forgot all about. I'm a big Leon Russell fan. Are you a big Leon Russell fan? I am. He's coming to George's 2 weeks from now. I'm hoping to see him again. I've seen him twice. I got this at the second gig, actually. It was supposed to be autographed. Very long story. Somebody snagged my tour program off the tour bus. I'm like, hey, wait a minute, little thief. Anyways, they gave me a free, well, unsigned one of this. Here's the front. Here's the back. This is from the 91 Japan tour. Cannot understand a lick of it. But what I thought was nice is they had a Leon Russell discography page, and it shows you basically some of the records that he played on. And actually, it goes a few of them. You see his albums, stuff like that. So I can't wait to see him. And then this one here, I gotta confess, I'm not a big fan of him, but I think this is from the early 90s. Let me see here. 92. Garth Brooks on tour program. I only paid $1.50 for this, and I mean, it's got, really big pictures if you're into him. I'm sorry, I'm not. But I couldn't let that go. That one I picked up a few weeks ago. All right, shout-outs for everybody. Of course, Wax Museum with Ronnie Dark, 6 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday nights, followed by Night Owl Lounge, 9 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go like them both on Facebook, please. Some of their upcoming shows. They have the Woodstock Couple. If you have the Woodstock soundtrack album, they found, the couple that's on the cover, and they're going to go interview them September 27th on my birthday. Yeah, that's right. You got any birthday gifts? Just PM me. But on my birthday on September 27th, they're going to do a Fontana Records discography show, which I think that's cool. I'm trying to come up with an interesting request for that. And then in October, Jamie Revere, Paul Revere's son, who is with the Raiders right now currently, they're going to be doing all of that. So go like them on Facebook and listen on Sunday nights. You can listen through their station feed or Uber stations. That's what I listen on, is Uber stations. Thrifty Music Collectors Group, Shindig Magazine, the best damn English and rock magazine, period, and the YouTube vinyl community. Without them, I wouldn't be here, and neither would you. So, take care. God bless. Rock on. Maybe I'll do another episode in a little while today. Who knows? I feel like it. I love you guys. You know that. And if you don't, you do now. Take care, guys.